I extend heartfelt congratulations to Brazil for its exemplary leadership in hosting the 2025 BRICS meetings and for the gracious hospitality extended to communication ministers and delegates, including our ICT working group participants. This gathering is momentous, not only in agenda, but in spirit. With BRICS' recent expansion, we welcome Indonesia into our collective mission, where ICT becomes the instrument for global equity and sustainable development. Since the 2015 UFA Summit Declaration first recognized ICT's power to bridge development divides, we have pursued one unwavering ambition, making technology a catalyst for transformation, empowerment, and prosperity across all levels of society. As a founding BRICS member, India remains steadfast in this mission. We champion inclusive digital growth, where connectivity is not luxury but a fundamental right, democratizing access to education, healthcare, commerce, and civic participation for billions worldwide. In this era of accelerating change, the role of ICT has never been more critical. It is no longer a utility, it is the infrastructure of opportunity. This 11th session of Communication Ministers, building on 10 successful predecessors, represents our renewed commitment to that shared vision. The parallel Digital BRICS Business Forum strengthens vital government-private sector dialogue, enhancing cooperation across our economic and innovation corridors. Under Brazil's presidency, our ICT agenda centers on 4 strategic priorities: universal and meaningful connectivity, space sustainability, environmental sustainability, and the digital ecosystem. These priorities are timely and embody our Prime Minister Modi's transformative vision: technology as a bridge to dignity, opportunity, and shared prosperity for all. Together we shape a future where technology solves humanity's highest aspirations. This year's strategic priorities resonated deeply with India's digital journey. The first priority, universal and meaningful connectivity. Today, we celebrate India's extraordinary transformation from digital divide to digital leadership. Under the visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi ji, our nation has achieved what many thought impossible: universal and meaningful connectivity for 1.4 billion Indian citizens. The Digital Bharat Nidhi, a transformative fund, has been the driving force behind many major achievements in our digital infrastructure journey. The Digital Bharat Nidhi fueled BharatNet, one of the world's largest rural connectivity projects. Over 280,000 village councils now connect through optical fiber, transforming rural India into active participants of the digital economy. These digital arteries support FTTH rollouts and 4G and 5G backhaul. India developed and deployed indigenous 4G technology at unprecedented scale. This wasn't merely technology adoption, it was technology mastery. Our 4G networks now serve over 95% of our population, creating the backbone of our digital economy. The Digital Bharat Nidhi strategic deployment has achieved remarkable 4G saturation across Indian villages. Remote areas that once struggled with basic connectivity now enjoy high-speed internet, bridging the urban-rural divide completely. India achieved one of the fastest 5G rollouts globally, deploying over 470,000 5G base stations across the country in just over 2 years. We expanded 5G connectivity to over 80% of our population, bringing high-speed internet to previously underserved rural communities. Through the Make in India initiative, we developed domestic 5G equipment manufacturing capabilities. Most importantly, India has established all of this with the lowest data rates globally of 12 cents per GB, while maintaining quality service, democratizing digital access for all citizens. We believe when connectivity becomes affordable, opportunities become universal. Number 2, space sustainability. Space, once the final frontier, now weaves the fabric of our digital age. Thousands of satellites now form a digital nervous system above us, predicting storms, connecting remote communities, and delivering life-saving disaster alerts. To enhance satellite communications in India, the Ministry of Communication has implemented elimination of outdated and redundant SATCOM monitoring and testing fees, expanded VSAT and GMPCS licenses to include satellite IoT, M2M services and mobile terminals on moving platforms. We accelerated regulatory approvals for satellite networks and streamlined SATCOM operational guidelines. Our vision for space sustainability promotes equitable orbital access, fair spectrum governance, and proactive space traffic management, advocated at global forums like the ITU. Yet, rising satellite density, especially in low Earth orbit, has brought new risks: orbital congestion, signal interference, and spectrum monopolization. These are not just technical issues but growing geopolitical concerns. BRICS must lead with foresight. We propose structured collaboration to safeguard orbital equity and ensure resilience in space infrastructure. Let space remain a shared frontier driven by cooperation, not competition. I am pleased to note that the BRICS ICT Working Group has made significant progress, producing a white paper that reflects our shared commitment to responsible space governance. Number 3, environmental sustainability. As ICT systems fuel economic growth, they also contribute to environmental load, from data center emissions to the rapid accumulation of e-waste. As you all know, according to the Global E-Waste Monitor 2024, we are on course to generate 82 billion kilograms of e-waste by 2030. This is an environmental and ethical crisis we cannot ignore. At the G20 summit in Delhi, India introduced the Green Development Pact for a Sustainable Future. Additionally, at COP26 in Glasgow, we launched the Panchamrit, a 5-pronged climate action commitment. Some of these include promoting solar-powered telecom towers, especially in rural areas, encouraging energy-efficient equipment and green data centers, strengthening e-waste management, including recycling and take-back rules. BRICS should lead by example, embracing circular economy principles, renewable energy in ICT, infrastructure and green tech standards across our networks. Initiatives like the IT's Green Digital Action should serve as shared platforms for our cooperation, enabling green transitions through joint research, shared policies, and scalable implementation. By acting together, BRICS can define the architecture of a climate-conscious digital economy where sustainability and digital transformation move in tandem. Finally, number 4, digital ecosystem. A thriving digital ecosystem is more than just infrastructure. It is a living synergy of innovation, governance, and citizen empowerment. India is building this ecosystem through a dual approach: hardware infrastructure development and software solutions. Our digital infrastructure now serves over 1.2 billion mobile users and 950 million internet subscribers. We created a unique digital identity called Aadhaar for every citizen and unified payment interface using mobile convergence. This massive scale has positioned India as a global leader, accounting for 46% of the world's digital payments. These digital public infrastructure systems deliver Aadhaar-based services to 950 million citizens, provide financial inclusion for the unbanked, and enable streamlined governance through direct benefit transfers. Built on an open, interoperable architecture, they enable seamless economic participation and innovation without monopolization. India's vibrant startup ecosystem and national digital skilling initiatives are forging a future-ready workforce. India's legislative progress, including the Telecommunications Act and Digital Personal Data Protection Act, showcases a forward-thinking regulatory approach safeguarding user rights and data sovereignty. Trust and security are core pillars of our strategy. Tools like Sanchar Sati empower our citizens to combat telecom fraud. We invite BRICS collaboration cybersecurity through joint exercises, intelligence sharing, and harmonized standards. In essence, our vision is simple but profound: to build a digital ecosystem that empowers every citizen, inspires innovation, and delivers equitable progress. India is committed to championing this cause not only domestically but as a voice for the developing world in global tech governance. Excellencies, Let today's deliberations serve as a springboard fueling actions that unlock the full potential of ICTs for every community we represent. Because when we connect people, we empower them. Empowered citizens choose visionary leaders, and visionary leadership unites nations in purpose and progress. India's digital governance synthesizes civilizational wisdom with cutting-edge innovation. Our approach is transformational, not transactional, guided by inclusion, equity, and technological empowerment for all. We reaffirm India's unwavering commitment to enduring future-ready partnerships with all BRICS nations. Our cooperation is not episodic, it is structural, strategic, and spiritually anchored in mutual respect. India views the global ICT community as co-creators in shared progress. We build not just networks but bridges spanning continents, technologies, and human aspirations. In this spirit, we warmly invite all BRICS nations to join us in India for the 2026 Communications Ministers meeting. I close with India's eternal ethos of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family. Our guiding principle, one earth, one family, one future, is not merely a slogan, but our call to action to unify, align, and elevate the world's diverse digital ecosystems towards shared prosperity and peace. Thank you.
చూసారు కదండి. మరి ఈ వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే ఒక లైక్ కొట్టేసి మీ అభిప్రాయాన్ని కూడా కామెంట్ బాక్స్లో తెలియజేస్తూ ఇలాంటి ఇంట్రెస్టింగ్ అప్డేట్స్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి.